Are we good?
Alright.
Alrighty. So podcast. I don't know the name of the pod yet. Oh god.
We don't even know the name of the podcast. This is the Artshak Podcast.
Or Artshak Pod. Whatever.
This is the Artshak Podcast.
Yeah.
For right now.
So Zach. So Zach, want to explain to the people Artshak?
Well, okay. Artshak is our clothing brand. We've been working on it for a very long time. We have a lot of things planned, and we've had a lot of setbacks.
It's bad. It's been terrible.
We are currently live, but we are going to be postponing what we do have out right now because we have to figure out a lot of our own technical issues, as well as just our production value and all of that. We want to make good stuff.
Yeah. Basically, we are going from heat press clothing to embroidering. So like embroidery, just a personal preference. We can actually do like all the colors of shirts now. We can actually do like blue and like black
and we can do any color on any color shirt. It's just better quality too.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about like rips coming into the fabric and all of that from the heat press. Oh my god.
And then like we don't. There's just so many things with the heat press where we just couldn't handle it, and there was like, it was just crazy.
There's just too big of a margin for error.
Mm-hmm.
So
we could have screwed it up so fast, and then that shirt's screwed, and then we need to buy more.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
We are already not super rich.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so that's that. Postponing for half a year. Just to get everything set up. We are still planning on posting a podcast every week. Every Friday.
Yep.
We record every Thursday, post every Friday. We're still going to be posting TikToks, Instagrams, all that shit. We don't have it all set up yet, but we will.
We'll have it going.
Eventually. Hopefully.
We'll get people. We'll generate hype.
Yeah. And then we also have Emma right behind there.
Hello.
She's going to be Googling things for us. We're kind of stupid. So
She's also going to be feeding us our questions.
Yeah, if we don't really know what to talk about, she's just going to be there, and that's that.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
she's pretty swag.
She has pink hair. It's kind of sick.
Thank you guys.
Oh yeah, so we just made this. So basically, we should explain what the podcast really is and what we're going to do. Okay. Basically, we're going to be just talking about random shit and just designing things. Like
we go to Goodwill and we grab as many random things as possible and we just make art out of whatever we find.
Yeah.
Or like another thing we talked about is like we're still setting up this room for the podcast, and we're just going to be building stuff in here, and we're just going to use it for the podcast, be entertaining because we're both horrible at building things.
Yeah, no. And so like we have this table right behind here. It has legs. I don't want it to have legs, so I'm going to take it apart. It's going to be on the podcast. It's going to be great.
He's going to make it like a wall piece.
Yeah, it's going to be so great. So yeah, and then we're just going to talk about random stuff, whatever comes to our mind, whatever's on our brain. We're going to update as well on just what's happening in the business. Questions from you guys as well. Well, just write in on Instagram. We will post on the story before we go record. That's really it.
Did we get any questions this evening from the folks that you?
Yeah, I can check real quick.
He's gonna check real quick.
It does not look like it.
Okay.
Sadly, that's fine.
Okay. That's okay. I got
Only-
a few fun ones picked out.
All right.
Only
cool.
3 people looked at it, and one of them was me. So it's all right. I do not mind at all.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, no, I'm pumped. Like, this room is gonna look sick. So we are currently in Zach's parents' house recording this. We are not renting; they're letting us have this room, and I'm gonna convince them to let me paint this wall. I want to paint stuff on the wall.
I don't know how effective that's gonna be, man.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work. I'm telling you, Angie loves me so much, so it's happening.
Okay, yeah.
I'm making a Google slide. It's happening. It's like, I'm sorry, but they're getting convinced.
What was your favorite subject in school?
Who's the question for? Is it for James?
Both of
It's
us.
for
For
both
both
you,
of us.
yeah.
Oh.
I'll let you go first. I need time to think about
Oh. Dude, honestly, my favorite subject had nothing to do with the actual teaching, like the schools. I vibed so much more with the teachers, okay? Like Mr. Gindley, I hated math. I was horrible at math, but I got an A in his class because Mr. Gindley was the best.
Okay, that's fair, but like,
okay.
No, okay, fuck that. I have many now. I've
okay, you go.
Skyance. Skyance class. Zach, think about, okay, there's like TikToks where it's literally like 8th grade Skyance class, right? Where it's like, oh my god.
Skyance?
Because I have a speech impediment. Zach, you want me to... No, fuck you. You're such a dick. No, Science class. Like, there's like literally TikToks of people like, oh, do you remember those days in like 8th grade Science class? It's like just huge. It's just how it is. It's the most popular class. Oh, yeah, okay. Why not?
Bring out the tier list.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Got the chalk. Okay. We got a tier list.
This tier list is for Jace's speech impediments.
Okay!
Science class. That's an S tier right there. That's a good start. That's a perfect one, actually. Like, look at that. Science class.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Science class.
Oh, and the S tier is crazy.
Hey, it was a good first one.
Oh, God, okay. Okay, I also say film. Say film.
Film?
Yeah. Like, do you want to watch a film?
Yeah, that's like how you normally say it, isn't it?
Exactly, but that's because of my speech.
Yeah.
So that's technically, Zach, that's technically one that I'm going to say it a lot.
Film?
Yeah, film.
It sounds like
But that doesn't sound wrong.
It doesn't sound wrong.
Well, no, because most people say like.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So like, it would classify to be on the tier list. See what I'm trying to say?
B tier.
It's okay. You got this, bud.
That was fun. Okay.
That's a B tier. That's a good one.
That happens a lot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, Skyance class. Go ahead, Zach. What was your favorite subject?
So, like I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by Skyance class, I vibed with the teachers, not necessarily the classes as much. If I like the teacher, I love the class.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I was. So, like, art had always been my favorite subject until I got a really terrible art teacher. And then I was like, this class sucks.
Yeah. No, it's
But-
terrible.
No, just having like a how do I phrase this? Like having a good connection with your teacher is like
It's nice.
it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I read this book in my World Lit class called Siddhartha. It's basically about like all these religions and like all this shit, and it talks a lot about like teaching and if teachers are even really like if they're necessary,
Yeah.
right? And it just goes into like all that, like why can't we just learn from like the fucking trees, right? All that type of stuff. And
Okay.
like, what are your kind of viewpoints on? Do you think we need teaching or?
Teaching? Oh, for me, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Could you not live off the land?
I mean, so how I learn is I have Ooga Booga caveman brain.
Yeah, but be the fucking
And-
Lorax. Be one with the trees.
But like, here's
It's
the
really
thing.
not that hard.
My brain, I will like do something and I need to mess it up like 100,000 times before I can get it right. Unless someone is just like, hey, do that. And then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now I know what I'm doing. But if I'm doing it by myself, I am just the most Ooga Booga, cannot figure out anything ever.
Is it
That's
good?
why I'm the artist.
Yep, fair enough. No, I would live off the fucking land. I really don't think teachers are really that. I think they're important for today's world.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people now couldn't live off of the land just because we're stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, I couldn't. I just want to say I can because I want to sound better than you. So, I mean,
That's fair.
So, no, I would probably die pretty quickly.
Probably get eaten by a bear.
Wait, when you say live off the land, do you literally mean live off the land? Like ooga booga, like there's no civilization?
Christopher Columbus! You are on the ship! And you come in to America. Yeah. Right?
Okay.
Boom. You're living off of the land. Not technically. Okay, let's go to like...
You're forgetting the whole part where...
Fuck you, industry bullshit, industrial...
No. I was going to talk about all the people that we like forced out and all that. But we don't need to talk about that.
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about that. We're Americans, you know.
You know what's crazy too? Canada did the same exact thing. Canada did the same exact thing, and I don't know how long ago it was.
We see you.
We're coming. No. But
Respect to my fellow Canadian brothers.
Well, yeah, no, they're great because they actually like I don't know how long ago, but the government was like, hey, like we're sorry for like what we did. Us.
I did hear about that.
We sweep it under the fucking rug. Yeah, and we're just like, we don't like to talk about our past because our past is bad, except we win world wars. We do that. We want to talk about that quite a bit.
You know what's funny?
Huh.
I feel like everyone knows a little bit more about the world wars and like the major wars that have happened recently more than about what we're taught in school. Because we're not taught about the world wars in school anymore. Like we maybe sometimes get to World War I. Like I've never been in a history class where we fully got through World War II.
Well, I mean, I just took a history class where you went through like that.
Yeah, and you're a smart boy, AP boy. Okay.
Yeah, it's a college class, so yeah, I'm taking a class.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying though, where it's like, no, it's dumb. But even then, it's because they want to highlight World War II so much. They don't talk about World War One. We talked about this the other day,
we did,
but we're not gonna post that one. So, but no, World War One, as we said, was underrated. Okay, there's so much cool shit.
There was.
World War One tanks.
No, it was, yeah.
Well, I
Tanks
can't say that gas.
manufacturing.
I can't say the gas.
Mustard gas.
Thank you. No. Yeah. So no, it just
how we figured out that using chemical warfare was a war crime. Yeah, that was a good one.
Wait, what country did that?
So if I remember correctly, it was the Germans, and was it not the Germans?
I don't know.
Google, please.
I was just thinking the Germans.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. Do the thing. We need it.
If I remember correctly.
Who created
mustard gas?
Thank you. No, when we go out to eat, right? There's times where I'm just like, Zach, I can't say this word.
Mm-hmm.
I need your help. And he helps me out. He's such a sweet man.
British chemist
Sometimes.
Frederick Guthrie.
Oh, trigger warning. The guy, his elbow is wounded. It's bloody. God. Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
It's yeah. Okay, go for it.
Okay, so British chemist Frederick Guthrie is generally
Who the fuck,
recognized
Frederick? Who?
as the scientist responsible for the synthesis of mustard gas in 1860.
It was the Brits.
Okay, in 1860. When did it become a war crime? And why?
It was introduced as a chemical weapon by the Germans in 1917 during World War I.
I was kind of right.
Who'd you say?
I said the Germans were like the first to like use it.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we love the Germans. They've been so nice to us. So nice to the world. That's a topic that's terrifying.
I got one more thing I want to talk about World War I now.
Okay.
Because we're on the topic of mustard gas. Okay. So, trench guns. You heard of that?
Yeah. You told me about those.
Yep. The shotguns where you just hold down the trigger and you can just cock it back and forth and it's just insanity and it would just
like
wipe out every trench with just one person with a shotgun.
It's like the, do you know the squid launcher from Despicable Me? It's like a unlimited squid launcher, but it kills people. It's true. Yeah.
I don't remember that, but...
No? When Victor, right, cocks up the fucking squid or octopus or whatever to shoot at the rocket as the rocket's going up?
Okay, I do remember.
Yeah, that thing? God.
That was a strange analogy, but we get it.
Keep talking. Yeah, what about the trench gun? Zach?
Yeah, so the Germans, they were like, oh, wah, wah, boo-hoo-hoo, you can't use that. It's not fair. And we were like, use mustard gas, so we could use shotgun that blow everything up instantly. We're doing it.
And then
But yeah.
tanks? Tanks? I love tanks. Tanks are cool.
Mm-hmm.
We should buy a tank. How much is a tank?
How much is a tank? Let me look it up.
Instead of we was talking about a DTG printer like 2 weeks ago. We need a fucking tank.
Dude.
That's the only...
We just make everyone buy our stuff.
Exactly.
Just make them.
We show up at the front doorstep.
Hey,
we deliver.
Military shows up.
Not shirts, but violence.
We have our paperwork, okay? We can't own this tank.
Okay.
So an M1 Abrams tank costs over $10 million when including training and upkeep.
Okay, so... So we rob a bank.
It's like down the line.
Ooh, I got another one.
Yeah.
I got another hit. According to Arrow Corner, it can cost about $250,000, but the price is likely to increase by hundreds of thousands depending on its condition. So like a really crappy, like old tank, you can probably get for around $250,000. But if you want like a good functioning tank, you're gonna be.
What if it's like a shit box, right?
It's a Honda Civic.
But yeah, no.
Okay, the Honda Civic of tanks.
So, how much would that be? Because if we're on a scale of $250,000 into $10 million, speech impediment didn't happen. Look at me go.
I'm pretty sure the $10 million tank is like a newer, like nicer tank that's like military grade for now. But yeah, $250,000 for like not super well working original ones that probably aren't in the best condition. Alright, so when are you most productive?
I know this answer for Zach.
Yeah. Do we want to answer for each other?
Ooh,
that would be kind of interesting.
Okay, so Zach's most productive time is when we haven't seen each other for like 2 weeks, and then we finally see each other, and it's like 3 p.m.
Also, sometimes randomly in the middle of the night.
Yeah. No, this man just randomly does shit. Like, he just like, he told me he woke up early. And he started to learn what, Zach? What did you start to learn? What dance move?
Oh, the moonwalk.
Why?
The Michael Jackson.
4 a.m.
Because it felt like it. I can't
it felt like it, so I learned the fucking moonwalk at 4 a.m.
It's not like I could do it.
Like, no, it's just this man is always doing something, but then he's most productive with like actual shit when he's around other people.
Yeah, that is.
So when you're around other people, that's why I said like when you haven't seen me for like 2 weeks, then I come because you're just like, bro, we need this, like this, and this. Then yeah, I'd say that. How about you, Zach? How am I? When am I?
You are the most productive when I am at work because you will call me and text me like 3 or 4 different times while I'm at work, and I'll just be like, I can't answer this right now.
But then as soon as you're off, I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
I always do
it
shit
always
like
just works
when
out
you're
like
at work.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's terrible when like I need you to pick up.
Yeah. If I'm working with certain coworkers, I can just take a step out for a second, like do like a 10-minute call usually. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I'm not able to do that. Sometimes it gets really busy.
Can we have one more? And then we can be done?
Yeah, do you guys want another business question or do you want a personal question?
Let's do one of each.
We've done a personal question.
We haven't done a personal question yet. We've done one of the like off the wall topics. We've done a business question. We have not done a personal question.
So let's do a personal and a business I'd say.
Alright, let's start with the business one.
Okay.
What gives you motivation?
I'll start with this one because my motivation comes very sporadically at random times. What gives me motivation is more often than not, I'm not able to sleep, and then I'm like, hey, let me just do 7 different things at once, and then wind up getting something done. So yeah. It's very random.
Mine's random too. I think it's when people are like on my ass, when the
pressure
builds. When I can see the progress. When I can see the progress of like, even when we were like buying stuff today, I was like so ready just because I'm seeing it as progress and like we're going to be using these things. So seeing that progress just like go up and up and up, I mean, we're taking a huge setback currently. That's going to be terrible, but it's going to be great,
But
too.
it's going to be great for the long run.
In the end, it's going to be great. But these next 6 months aren't going to suck. So if we die, it's because of this.
We fall off.
We just... Yeah.
If we fall off.
I'll make sure to update them if you guys do die. Yeah, I'll let
Appreciate
them
it.
know.
Thank you, Emma.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
But just like seeing progress in things, it just helps a lot, I'd say.
So the first one is, what's your favorite childhood memory? And the second is, what was your biggest failure and what did you learn from the experience?
Let's do the childhood one.
I'm good with that.
So the favorite?
Favorite childhood memory.
Oh God. This is hard, Zach.
I think I have one.
Okay.
I think I have one. So my grandfather, okay, he had a cabin up north, like almost on the border of Canada. Yeah. And
Did he know French?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Sorry.
And he like owned like this plot of land that was right in like a bay, like a small little bay. And he had like a fishing dock, and there was like this rock in the middle of the lake that I would always swim to and climb up on, and I would just like sit up there and like sunbathe. Best time ever. I loved just like being up at the cabin and just like hearing nothing around you, just like complete silence, and just like, I don't know, it was really great.
Your cabin trips are a lot different than my cabin trips.
Yeah.
Zach, you're an only child.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm the oldest. My cabin trips look like my little siblings trying to get tossed. They love to be thrown into the lake, especially my brother.
I can picture your brother. Yeah.
No, like he wants me to. Okay, so he's really into like WWE, right? That man wants to get his ass beat. Like I'm just like picking him up and just constantly just throwing him down, bro. Whenever we swim together, I'm just throwing him. Favorite. Probably getting adopted, like, by my padre.
Yeah.
I don't know my biological padre. Fuck you, if you're there. But, no, I don't know him, so I moved in with my dad that I live with now. He's my dad, because he taught me everything. In, like, 3rd grade summer, adopted me, did all that legal shit. I didn't know what was happening. I was like going into 4th grade. I was just like, I need to just tell this person that this guy's my dad. Like, that's all it really was. But there's pictures and everything, and like we go out every year because of it. We do something, so it's fun. But it's also like, I don't know.
That was a really good one.
It's weird though. I mean, you're like tiny. And
you're like,
no, you're fucking small and like young, right? And you stand, and there's just big judge on this little big fucking stand, and you're just tiny, and they're just like, is he a good parent? I just learned out he wasn't my dad. Half an hour ago. And then you're asking me if he's a good parent? Like, no. But yeah, so it's just like weird. You're a child. And someone's taking legal rights over you, it's kind of odd. And then just trusting the word of the kid.
Yeah. The very young child.
That's
does not know what's
terrifying. Is that not terrifying?
It sounds pretty horrifying, to be honest. But isn't this person...
I could have got sex trafficked. I could have died.
This is your best childhood memory?
Yeah, wait, no, like, I need to change. But no, it was a great time though. It was so fun.
Yeah.
But now I'm realizing all the flaws of all of these things.
Flaws?
Yeah. That's
was
scary.
my best childhood memory until I
was crazy. No, it still is. Like
Uncle Doris.
Cut that.
I think the podcast is done now.
Do we have any like closing remarks or anything brand new you want to say right before we're done?
basically, once a week, posted on Spotify.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll throw it on Spotify.
Yep, Spotify.
And
On
YouTube,
Fridays.
right?
And YouTube. So we have a video camera, so we do have the video. We have a cool ass table that we made. So if you want to see that, that's gonna be on YouTube.
We'll finish it eventually.
It'll be finished, and like we're gonna add more to it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be just drawing on it when like we're just talking. So
Yeah.
yeah. If anybody does watch this, thank you. We appreciate it. More will come. Yeah, that was interesting.
Well, bye.